What's going on? Luke here. I'm very excited to be doing this video. It's always nice when there's a new little bit of information regarding a brand new Rugby League video game, whether it's Rugby League Live 5, Rugby League 25, Rugby League 26, whatever it ends up being, which I will get to later in this video in terms of a possible name, but we definitely have our first look at some of the graphics of the game. Now, I'm going to assume they're very similar to Rugby 25 and cricket and all that sort of stuff that Big Ant have made, but it's also further proof that Big Ant is in fact making this game, because the Wakefield Trinity, they're in the Super League, if you're not aware of, but they have a running series where they follow the team throughout the season, I'm guessing. Pretty similar to what we've seen in the past couple of years with some of the NRL sides. But basically just taking it through their day-to-day, week-to-week sort of routine. And this one involves Big Ant coming to the Wakefield Trinity and taking more player headshots and scans and all that sort of stuff. Things that we've just seen. I just posted a couple of days ago about the league's Rhinos, posting it on their Twitter. Now, this one is also coming from Twitter, or X or whatever it's called, but he tagged me, Odd1X, and Insane in it, as well as Ross from Big Ant, and he actually responded to it, and that's where I'll get to the name. Now, this video wouldn't have been possible without Andy, because I definitely wouldn't have seen it, and same with the league video as well. Like, you guys have been sending me information, and I kind of relay the message, so shout out to all you guys sending me links and little pictures and all that sort of stuff, little snippets of info, because it's very much appreciated, and I think everyone who watches these videos, they do appreciate it. So if you get a sniff of anything, let me know and I'll do a video on it. But yeah, he sent me the link of the Wakefield Trinity little series, and about 8 minutes into the video, you get to see the Big Ant Studios guys coming in, and it's not just like a little, oh, here's just like a couple photos, or here's a player getting scanned or whatever. Like, it's actually a little interview with some of the Big Ant people, and they talk about it. And they do mention it just being called Rugby League. They don't mention Rugby League Live 5 or Rugby League 2025, 2026, anything like that. They just, you see the guy sort of think for a bit, and then he just goes, Rugby League.
Get into our game that we're developing, Rugby League.
So, is that what it's going to be called? Is it they just don't know yet? I guess it remains to be seen, but it does make sense. A lot of people speculated it'd be called Rugby League 25. I was sort of under the assumption that maybe it'd be too similar to Rugby 25, but is what it is. But let's get on to what you're here for. You're here to see the first look at the graphics. Now, they do sort of give examples of, you know, the players getting photos, and then they show what ends up happening. Now, the guy from Big Ant, he actually shows like a version that they had done on himself where he just had some headshots and a few things like that. And then he says that they send it to their, I don't know, designers or whatever, and then they come up with a 3D model. So I guess this is our first look at what a 3D model is going to look like in Rugby League Live 5, Rugby League 25. Look, I don't know what to call it, but the new Rugby League game. That's it's our first look at it, and I got to say the graphics do look pretty good. Now, I'm guessing there's going to be a few changes, and he does say that there are going to be like some changes. It's not the exact model, and he does talk about in the video as well that they kind of just do the faces and then they do the bodies separately, and he was pretty adamant about that. It's not like they scan the whole player, they just pretty much just do the headshots. So I guess it explains why in some little clips that we've seen, you see people, you see some of the players in like full kit, you see them maybe on a media day, something like that, and then in this instance, you just see them wearing casual clothes. So I guess they're really just after the face scans. That's essentially it, and that's fair enough, because like I don't know about you, but I'm not really looking at how detailed, you know, the body sculpture is. You know, if they're a big dude, just as long as they look big. If they're a little skinny dude, as long as they look skinny, or, you know what I mean? Like, as long as it's kind of reflective, I'm not really like, oh, well, he's supposed to have a vein in his left arm. Like, it's nothing like that. It's, you know, we just kind of care about the face scans.
Maybe by taking that shot of their body, the artist team, the character team will then basically just shape their body to make it so they're not fat if they're skinny, or skinny if they're fat or muscly.
That's kind of evident by the fact that, you know, the fan hub, you kind of have something who looks half decent, and we're like, wow, brilliant, what a model. So I don't think we're expecting too much, but just the fact that these graphics look really, really good. And even in the Rugby 25, I feel like the graphics look actually quite good. It's the gameplay that's a little bit clunky that we've seen, but graphics-wise, it actually looks really good. A big improvement on Rugby League Live 4. A big improvement on Rugby League Live 4, which you would hope so, considering it came out in 2017. But yeah, a massive improvement in that aspect. And yeah, it's just another little behind-the-scenes look at how this game is being made, and the fact that it is being made. Because we'd seen years and years ago where we were seeing them getting scanned, and where we were seeing players getting scanned, but we didn't really know what was happening. We just knew, oh, they're probably making a game, or as Chad Townsend's, I don't know, the assistant said, you know, it's going to be called League Live, whatever. Like, we kind of knew something was on the cards, but nothing was confirmed. And even then, nothing is confirmed still, but you do have Ross Simons replying to the tweet that I was tagged in, and you know he's commenting on it, and he's not guaranteeing it, he's not announcing it, but he kind of is at the same time. He even acknowledges the fact that this is the first time that Super League players are actually getting scanned. So I think that is a big one too, because previous years, Super League, obviously, it's the other half of Rugby League. You have the NRL, which is the biggest comp, but the next one's the Super League, and the fact that like the players weren't even scanned, I think that was pretty crazy. Like, after all these years, they weren't getting scans done. Explains why some of the players just look absolutely whack and the ratings are whack. So hopefully a little bit more attention to detail with the Super League, and hopefully that kind of goes into like an Ultimate Team mode, which I actually have some news on that as well, an Ultimate Team mode. I'll do a video probably on Monday about that. So stay tuned for that for more info. But yeah, just on this one, I thought I'd just do quick little video just to show you, yes, they're getting more scans, but this time we actually had some proper information, an interview with Big Ant Studios. It seems like they're definitely not shying away from the fact that they're making the game, so that is very exciting to see. Anyways, I'm going to wrap things up here. Thank you for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more Rugby League Live 5 or Rugby League 25, or whatever it's going to be called, information and news, and I'll see you in the next one. See yous. Well, that's the end of this video. If you happen to enjoy it, make sure you leave a like, subscribe. You know the drill at this point. Everybody YouTuber says it. Just go ahead and do it. It'd really help me out. Also, why not go ahead and check out some of these other videos that are on the screen right now.